It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Smith going to go to the air, first play. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From just shy of midfield, Smith finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Back to throw, Smith. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson now to throw. Again, he finds Moore. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Browns at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, it's Watson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up for the first and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Chubb, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. In motion left, the tight end. They'll run here with Blanche. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation. Chubb. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, it's complete, swings it out to his running back. Touchdown! Kalen Ballage, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have... As we step aside here in this second quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Geno. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is fielded at the 7. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Watson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up.
Now there's room to roam.
Watson on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, Smith. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
In motion comes the tight end left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, what a juke into space. 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
Now they're right down here looking for 6. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Geno out to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent. And I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And ultimately, could wind up costing him the ball game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Balaj. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kalen Balaj with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
149 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
The the frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Room here to run. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now Gino on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Moore, the man in motion. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. A give running right is Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw is Watson. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 4th down, Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 174 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Play action. It's Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Hey, Chris. 60
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now the 3 picks last week helped them to win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Third and long. It's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
This complete to Lockett. And he's got some space here.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Smith.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Chubb will get the call running left, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They're going with Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for the